Hello everyone and welcome to Monday's edition of the Chris Pritchard Cycling News Show. Coming up in today's show, we're talking Team Ineos, we're talking vegan cyclists, we're talking Zwiftcast and anything else we can squeeze into the show. But first thing I need you to do, there's only 6 days to go now to the Tour de France. All I need you to do is make sure you hit that like button and then hit that subscribe button and that notification button. 6 days to go now to the Tour de France and we're going to be bringing you an episode after every single stage. So if you want to be privy to all the latest news, all the latest views and the analysis of each and every stage, then make sure you hit those buttons. All right, let's start with Team Ineos. Let me just take you back to Thursday's video of last week. My predictions this week are in the women's. Leah Dixon is going to take the victory. She's coming off the back of a win at the Tour of the Reservoir. And in the men's, I'm going for Ben Swift. And yeah, I'm biased, all right? Now, I'm not saying I'm a psychic, but come on. I said he was going to win. I don't know what happened with Leah Dixon. Let's just ignore that. Alice Barnes ended up winning the women's national road race title. But Ben Swift bloody did it. He won the men's national road race title after coming so close so many times. Yeah, again, I'm biased, but it couldn't have happened to a better person. There is no one in that peloton who deserved it more than him. And don't forget, back in March, he was laying in a hospital with serious injuries after a massive training ride crash. And 4 months later, he's taking the British national title. Right, news just in. As I'm editing the video, I dropped Swifty a message and said, give me some sort of interview I can put on my channel to get better views. And he did. And this is what he had to say.
So, yeah, British national champion. It's got a nice ring to it. Feels pretty good, to be honest. Something I've been chasing for a long time, and after the year that I've had, 4 months ago in intensive care, not knowing really what was going to be happening, gave me a lot of motivation to come back. And I think a result like this just meant a lot. Obviously, coming into that final, I had to play my cards. I was still feeling really good, and once I made my final move to go, it was just all in, everything. And once you get into that final bit, the barriers, the crowds get a little bit louder. I knew I was approaching the finish, and as soon as I turned that left-hand corner, I sneaked a little look behind, saw the road was clear, and just really embraced it. I think I let all the emotion out. It's been a long time since my last victory, and yeah, it was a nice one. So yeah, just gave it everything.
I can't explain how much determination, how much willpower, how much self-belief this man has, because how many times has he been knocked down, and every time he just gets back up, gets on the bike, plugs away, has 2 horrid years at UAE, and yeah, I don't give a shit. I don't care if you think I'm biased on this one. Hey, and I'm going to call this right now, all right? I'm calling it. If he attempts the Vuelta, he's going to win his first Grand Tour stage. Okay? I'm calling that right now. And if he doesn't, and he goes to the World's top 3, one of those 2 things are going to happen. I'm telling you this now. Staying with Team Ineos, and Fran Millar over the weekend was announced as new CEO of the team. The story broke in the Telegraph, and it has now been confirmed by the team that Fran Millar has moved into one of the top jobs at Team Ineos after she was appointed CEO. Within Team Ineos, Brailsford is still going to continue as his role as team principal and chief accountable officer. And staying with Team Ineos, and it appears that Chris Froome, albeit still battered, still bruised, has still got his sense of humour. His reply to a tweet from Bauke Mollema was just was brilliant. Check this out.
Hello everybody! A message from our training camp in Alps. The last Dutch winner of the Tour de France, Joop Zogelmek, always used to say the Tour de France was won in bed. So here I am, relaxing and preparing for the Tour in bed. Still 1 week to go. I didn't race anymore since the Giro, but I will be ready for the Tour next week. My 9th Tour de France, and I'm looking forward to it. See you in France. Bye.
And Froome's response? Well, apparently it's true. You can win the Vuelta in bed. Arm up in the air with the hand out. Surprise look emoji. Laughing face emoji. With the eyes closed. Sticking with Twitter, and the UK cycling expert is expecting big things from the UK contingent at the Tour de France this year. Hey up, look at this. Big eye emoji, pointing downwards emoji. Total domination by Team GB
A great sign ahead of Le Tour de France, Union Giacomoji.
I wonder who this person is. I've followed UK Cycling Expert. If you don't, again, link in the description, go and follow it. It is a quality parody of a cycling account. Would love to know who it is. If anybody knows who it is, leave a comment down below and spoil the illusion and let us know who the UK Cycling Expert actually is. YouTube news now, and over the weekend we saw the appearance of the very rare Lawrence Carpenter. This is one of the first sightings we've seen since his accident.
I only broke one hand, you see? I mean one arm, so I can still do almost everything except put socks on.
I know the struggle. I know the struggle.
If you want to see the whole chat with Francis and Lawrence, link in the description down below. Do you know what? I couldn't think of anything worse than having a cast in this position, holding your arm in that position. Not only that, but having one during the hottest day of the year. Imagine the smell. Like, to be fair, when I had one on, I used to love this when it used to get really salty and sweaty and you used to sniff it. Sticking with YouTube, and he finally did it. The vegan cyclist finally dropped his Dirty Kanza video, and it is worth the wait. It is a quality video. There's some vegan excuses in there, as you'd expect, but it sounds like he went to hell and back. And if you knew the story of how he actually got there in the first place and how long it took for him to get there, you will respect and appreciate this video. Here's a little clip now.
And then I find myself on Lachlan Morton's wheel, and he's attacking. And I am just like, yes, dude. And I got my 360 I've got all the cameras. I've got a GoPro front and rear and a 360 camera, and I'm following an attack by Lachlan Morton. And obviously, this is the dumbest thing I could ever do, because what if we got away? I'm gonna blow into shreds. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, bro. This is what I wanted, was to be up there with like these greats. And I was there. We got brought back really quickly, but it still doesn't matter. I was off the front with Lachlan Morton for a bit.
It's 35 minutes and it's really worth sitting down and watching the whole thing. The link is down in the description. Brilliant video. Might not have been the result he wanted, but ultimately, what a journey and what an adventure to actually complete the Dirty Kanza. Because if I was in his shoes and I felt the way he did after 50 mile, I would have turned back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Now, I'm not sure if I'm loving this or not. Indoor Specialists is the place to go for all your indoor cycling needs. Live streams, races, group rides, whatever it might be. The Indoor Specialists seem to be making a little bit of a niche within the indoor sector, I guess. There's a link down in the description below to their Facebook page. Go and give it a like, check it out. If you're into Zwift, if you're into indoor cycling, anything like that, then by all means go and give them a follow and jump on the wagon. However, on Friday they posted something on Facebook. Now, I love it, but I don't love it. Check this out. So Indoor Specialists are extremely excited to show off their new in real life kits. You ready for these? I mean, massive props to whoever managed to get this sponsor on board. But check these kits out. McDonald's is sponsoring Indoor Specialists. That is amazing. However, the kits, in my opinion, this is only my opinion. I love the blue one. The blue one is great. I think it's awesome. It's a quality design. I love the French fries in the back pocket. However, the yellow kit, you're a red wig and a red nose away from looking just like Ronald McDonald in that. It's not the worst kit I've ever seen. It's just not for me. And that base layer, leave a comment down below. What do you think? I personally, it's not for me. It's not for me. However, I'm sure there's people out there that think that base layer is wicked. And on this subject, actually, there's a lot of teams or clubs that have been spawned specifically out of Zwift. KISS, Team ODZ, others, I don't know any. There's loads, right? There's loads. I can't think off the top of my head, but there's loads. But there also has been this massive influx of these clubs and teams not only getting their own jerseys designed in-game, but then also having those jerseys made in real life, which is pretty cool. To get like a run made of those is very specific. So it must cost a lot of money to get those actually made, I don't know. And how many of you actually, one, ride for a club or a team on Zwift, and 2, have the appropriate attire for that club. Staying with Zwift, and recently the Zwiftcast had John Mayfield on, and it was really, really insightful, really great interview. I think Simon does an absolute wonderful interview of taking a step away from Zwift. Obviously Simon has a good relationship with Zwift and obviously works alongside them with a lot of stuff, but it's nice when he interviews Eric or in this case John, and actually kind of takes a step away and asks the questions that the community want to hear, not just the questions that Zwift want him to ask. So it's refreshing to actually hear that from someone who's obviously so close to the company. And there's a great insight. The link is down in the description if you want to go and have a listen to it. However, during the interview, John actually dropped the C-bomb.
CV Arcade.
And it was nice to hear someone actually mention CV Arcade, and all of a sudden people don't go, oh my god, yeah, and start making fun of it. He was like, well, actually, he actually said, you know, although CV Arcade is a small company compared to us, true, they come to market with something that we wanted to implement ourselves, and they've kind of beat us to the punch.
Like CV Arcade, oh cool, and they're going to try to gamify racing. And I was like, ah, crap, they beat us to it. That was sort of on our 2019 roadmap, was let's make a bunch of fun event modes.
And last but not least, the comments section. It's been a little bit busy over the weekend, I'm not going to lie. I've picked a few of my favourite comments, and I'll be reading them out right now. Alright, I'm trying to look for something that's acceptable to read out. I like this one. I don't know who it's from. Are you a woman? Because you like drama a lot. Be a man. So in this day and age, there was only one way to respond. How dare you assume my gender? They took the bait. Wow. You Americans get offended so easily by anything. That's just sad what happened to your nation. You used to be tough in the 60s. Yeah. Drew, you shaved the legs but didn't address that janky neck beard. Congrats on the podium, Chris. Why? Like this is genetics. I don't want this, but it grows so quick. I just can't be bothered to shave it every single day. I'm sorry. I love Dennis's comments. 1308. I came to watch a classic Chris Pritchard video. Now I come to one. Oh God. Daniel Nash. Sorry for being arrogant, but no one watches 20-minute vlogs on YouTube. I highly recommend you keep them significantly shorter. Not going to be a fan of Jasper Vacule's 50-minute vlog that went live a couple of days ago then, eh? But no, I appreciate that. You know, a lot of my friends are like, make your vlogs 3 minutes long. Little do they know you can't make any ad revenue off a 3-minute video, especially with the amount of views I get. Adam Jacobson. Sometimes you scare me with your sexual, non-sexual montages. Oh, where's my favourite one? You know I do like a little bit of a troll every now and again, and there was a quality one. It's been in before. Where is he? Where is it? Here we go. Kind Pites. Fucking cringe lord, back at it again. Of course I'm going to reply to that. Hey buddy, appreciate the comments man, nice to see you back again. Thought I'd lost you. It's amazing that someone would waste their time to come back and watch after they clearly make a point of telling you that you're rubbish at your job. Yeah, and again, if I was your dad I'd smack you silly. If I was your kid I'd bring my mates home and we'd take the piss out of you until you got the message. So there's that. Thanks for watching everybody. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you are going to leave a comment, try and be nice, you know, it's nice to be nice. And it's only 6 days to go now to the Tour de France. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when we go live with our Tour de France specials over the next 3 weeks. Now I just have to go and tell the wife that I'm going to be working Saturday and Sunday for the next 3 weeks. Make it worth my while. Make sure you watch the videos, make sure you like them, and make sure you leave comments down below. Thanks for watching, and until tomorrow,